Elderly, please. A 3-minute solution for wrinkled skin that really works. Are you tired of looking in the mirror and seeing wrinkles that seem to appear overnight? What if I told you there's a simple 3-minute solution that could transform your skin without expensive creams or invasive procedures? In the next few minutes, I'm going to reveal a method that thousands of people over 50 are already using to reduce wrinkles and restore their skin's natural glow. But here's the catch. You need to watch until the very end because the most important part comes in the final minutes. Are you ready to discover what the cosmetic industry doesn't want you to know? Let's dive in. Have you ever wondered why some people in their 60s and 70s have skin that looks decades younger? What's their secret? Is it genetics, expensive treatments, or something much simpler that we've been overlooking? Today, I'm going to share something that might completely change how you think about skincare. And the best part is, it only takes 3 minutes of your day. But before we get into this revolutionary method, let me ask you something. How much money have you spent on anti-aging creams, serums, and treatments over the years? Hundreds, thousands? And how many of them actually delivered the results they promised? If you're like most people, the answer is probably disappointing. Why do you think that is? Could it be that we've been approaching skin aging from the wrong angle all this time? Here's what most people don't realize about wrinkles. They're not just about age. They're about something much more fundamental that happens to our skin every single day. Have you noticed that some areas of your face wrinkle more than others? Why do you think your forehead shows lines before your cheeks? The answer lies in understanding what's really happening beneath the surface of your skin. Let me share something that might surprise you. The skin aging process actually begins much earlier than most people think. But here's the good news. It's also much more reversible than we've been led to believe. What if I told you that the same process that creates wrinkles can actually be used to smooth them out? Sounds impossible, right? But stick with me, because what I'm about to explain will make perfect sense. Think about this for a moment. When you smile, laugh, or frown, what happens to your skin? It moves, it stretches, it contracts. Now, have you ever wondered what happens to those facial muscles when we're not using them? Do they just relax, or is there something more happening? The truth is, our facial muscles, just like any other muscles in our body, need proper stimulation to stay healthy and firm. But here's where it gets interesting. Most of us use only a fraction of our facial muscles throughout the day. We have over 40 muscles in our face, but how many do you think we actually engage regularly? The answer might shock you. Less than half. What do you think happens to the muscles we don't use? They begin to weaken, they lose their tone, and the skin above them starts to sag and wrinkle. Now, you might be thinking, but what can I do about that? I can't change how I use my face. But what if you could? What if there was a way to exercise those neglected facial muscles, to bring them back to life, to restore their natural firmness? Would you be interested in learning how? This is where our 3-minute solution comes in. Have you ever heard of facial muscle training? It's not a new concept, but it's something that's been overlooked by mainstream skincare for decades. Why do you think that is? Could it be because there's no money to be made from teaching people simple exercises they can do at home? Let me explain how this works. When we systematically exercise our facial muscles, we increase blood circulation to the skin. We stimulate collagen production, and we restore the natural support structure that keeps our skin smooth and firm. But here's the key. It has to be done correctly, consistently, and with the right techniques. Are you wondering what these techniques are? Well, let me walk you through the basics. The first step is understanding that your face is divided into different zones, each with its own set of muscles that need specific attention. Have you ever noticed that different areas of your face age differently? Your forehead might show horizontal lines, while your cheeks might start to sag, and your mouth area might develop those vertical lines. Each of these issues requires a different approach, but before we continue, I want you to do something for me. Look in the mirror right now and really observe your face. What do you see? Where are your most prominent wrinkles? Are they around your eyes, your forehead, your mouth? Take a moment to really notice, because understanding your specific pattern of aging is crucial for getting the best results. Now, here's something fascinating. Did you know that the way you sleep, the way you eat, even the way you breathe can affect how your face ages? When we sleep on our side, we're creating pressure and friction that contributes to wrinkle formation. When we don't get enough nutrients, our skin loses its elasticity. When we breathe through our mouth instead of our nose, we're not getting proper oxygen circulation to our facial tissues. But the most important factor, And this is what most people miss, is muscle tone. Your facial muscles are the foundation of your skin. When they're weak, everything above them suffers. When they're strong and active, they provide natural support that no cream or treatment can replicate. So, how do we strengthen these muscles? It's simpler than you might think, but it requires consistency and the right approach. The 3-minute routine I'm about to share with you targets the key muscle groups that have the biggest impact on facial aging. Are you ready to learn it? The first technique focuses on the forehead area. This is where many people first notice aging, with those horizontal lines that seem to deepen every year. But what if I told you that these lines don't have to be permanent? By engaging the muscles in a specific way, we can actually smooth out these wrinkles from the inside out. Place your palms on your forehead, applying gentle pressure. Now, try to raise your eyebrows against this resistance. Do you feel those muscles working? Hold this for 10 seconds, then release. How does that feel? You might notice a slight tingling sensation. That's increased blood flow reaching areas that haven't been properly stimulated in years. But wait, there's more. The area around your eyes, often called crow's feet, requires a different approach. Have you noticed how these lines radiate outward from the corners of your eyes? This happens because the muscle that surrounds your eye, the orbicularis oculi, weakens over time. But we can strengthen it. Gently place your index fingers at the outer corners of your eyes. Now, try to close your eyes while providing gentle resistance with your fingers. Can you feel those muscles engaging? This might feel unusual at first, because you're probably not used to consciously controlling these muscles, but with practice, it becomes natural. And what about those lines around your mouth? These are particularly bothersome for many people because they affect how we look. When we smile and speak, the muscles around your mouth are some of the most active in your face, but they're also some of the most neglected when it comes to proper exercise. Try this. Purse your lips as if you're going to whistle, but then try to smile at the same time. Sounds contradictory, right? But this creates a resistance that strengthens the muscles while improving circulation. Can you feel the difference already? Now, here's something important to understand. Results don't happen overnight. Just like any muscle training, facial exercises require consistency and patience. But here's what's different from going to the gym. You can do this anywhere, anytime, and it only takes 3 minutes. How many other anti-aging solutions can make that claim? What you might notice first is not necessarily a reduction in wrinkles, but an improvement in skin tone and firmness. Your skin might feel tighter, more live. Your complexion might become brighter. These are signs that the exercises are working, that blood circulation is improving, and that your facial muscles are responding. But let's talk about something even more important: prevention. While these exercises can help improve existing wrinkles, their real power lies in preventing new ones from forming. When your facial muscles are strong and active, they provide natural support for your skin. They keep everything lifted and firm. Isn't it better to prevent wrinkles than to try to treat them after they've already formed? Think about athletes. Why do they look so vibrant and healthy even as they age? It's because they maintain their muscle tone throughout their lives. The same principle applies to your face. By keeping your facial muscles active and strong, you're essentially giving yourself a natural facelift that lasts 24 hours a day. But here's where many people make mistakes. They try facial exercises for a few days or weeks, don't see dramatic results immediately, and give up. Does that sound familiar? How long did it take for your wrinkles to form? Months, years, decades. So why would we expect them to disappear in just a few days? The key is understanding that this is a long-term investment in your appearance and health. Every day that you do these exercises, you're making a deposit in your skin's health bank account. And just like financial investments, the earlier you start and the more consistent you are, the better your returns will be. Now, let me address something that might be on your mind. You might be wondering if this is too good to be true. After all, if facial exercises really work, why isn't everyone doing them? Why aren't they more widely promoted? The answer is simple. There's no profit in teaching people something they can do for free at home. The beauty industry thrives on selling us products and treatments. They want us to believe that we need to spend money to look good. But what if the solution has been inside us all along? What if our own bodies have the power to maintain and restore our youthful appearance? This doesn't mean that all skincare products are useless. Good nutrition, proper hydration, sun protection, these all play important roles in skin health. But they work best when combined with a strong foundation of facial muscle tone. It's like building a house. You need a solid foundation. Before you can add all the beautiful finishes as we wrap up this discussion, I want you to remember something important. Aging is natural and inevitable, but how we age is largely under our control. We can choose to be passive victims of time, or we can be active participants in our own well-being. We can rely solely on external solutions, or we can harness the power of our own bodies. The choice is yours. Will you try this 3-minute solution? Will you give your facial muscles the attention they deserve? Will you invest just 3 minutes a day in a natural approach to maintaining your youthful appearance? Remember, consistency is key, and results come to those who persist. If you found this information valuable, and you're committed to taking control of your skin's health naturally, I want to hear from you. Leave a comment below telling me which area of your face you're most concerned about. Is it your forehead lines, crow's feet, or maybe those smile lines around your mouth? Your feedback helps me create content that addresses your specific concerns. And if this video has opened your eyes to a new approach to skincare, please hit that like button to show your support. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more natural health solutions that actually work. For those who made it to the end, there's another video appearing on your screen right now that reveals even more secrets about natural anti-aging that you won't want to miss.